am the killer in the grasses. I am the kid in the corner with the glasses. I am the specter, you should respect them. I don't expect the special, ain't special. I don't expect nothing. I'm just really glad I can say something. That's a blessing. Ain't no stress affecting my presence. But sometimes the pressure keeps pressing. Worst keeps my impression impressed. That's the way to relate. I'm just trying 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 to relate. From the present now. A present. Come out.
Everybody, I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Today, we've got a team that's been great at defending the pass. The 49ers are top 10 at defending the pass, and they'll be going up against the Colts, who will need to solve that secondary. Now for the call of this Week 7 matchup, here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Larry, we are down the peninsula from San Francisco as you get a look inside modern Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Indianapolis Colts and the San Francisco 49ers. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. This will be taken in at the 1. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this one up to the 26. A gain of 3, second down. The starting 11 on your screen now, and the one we discuss is Torrey Smith.
You would do worse than to just call long pass plays and throw it to Torrey Smith. He can certainly take the top off of any defense.
Here we go with 2nd and 7.
Ringo. And let's pin the mirrors back and go for the string.
Mariota now on 2nd down. He's going to lead this for his running back. It's complete. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
And let's go through the starting defense for Indianapolis.
Jason Pierre-Paul, so good to see him back on the field, resuming his place as one of the elite pass rushers in the league.
Offense still needing 10 yards, 2nd down. And they'll go on the ground. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Doesn't matter who you're rooting for in this game, the effort of the man with the football, getting away from one and trying to turn forward and get some yardage, I really liked what he did there.
And this offensive unit, they have to face a 3rd down and 12 now. On 3rd down, Mariota. And this is going to be incomplete.
And there's a good opportunity to just went awry there, a drop pass. I guess that's why they call them running backs and not catching backs.
So on 4th down, here's Ryan Quigley now to kick this one away. Back deep, Dre Archer. This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. Here's the backup running back, Carlos Williams. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Here's the offense, and if you're the defense, Charles, you really have to focus on that guy that's highlighted on the screen.
You're talking about pure speed. T.Y. Hilton can get down the middle of the field and really stretch a defense.
Second down following the run. Here's Luck now on 2nd down. Looking left sideline, incomplete. T.Y. Hilton, the intended receiver. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. And a look now at the defensive starters for San Francisco.
Eric Armstead was a big-time high school basketball player, turned into college football All-American. Now they're counting on him in the NFL to fulfill his promise.
Still 9 yards to go on 3rd down. Throwing on 3rd down, Luck. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Fielded just inside the 20. And he is out of bounds, getting it just shy of the 35. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. First carry for Carlos Hyde. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Now a 2nd down throw for Mariota. It's his target, the tight end, Will Tye. And he's brought down after a good gain. A good pickup there, a 22.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
And now a 1st down following that long gain. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is going to lose lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Well, there they went blitz defensively, Charles, and things were paved well coming from the linebacker position.
I love the way that you described it, paved well. Oftentimes, the guy who gets home on the blitz, he's going to get all the credit. But his teammates did all the dirty work, right? They ran into people on purpose. They sometimes tugged on jerseys to hold linemen to create space and gaps. And that play finished off really, really well. Well conceived, well designed, and even better executed.
Throwing is Mariota. Lance Dunbar is running back, the intended target, and it's third down.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. So incomplete on second down. Now they'll look to convert here on third. Mariota from the gun on third down. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys a little bit jumpy.
But you do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3 and out.
And now they have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
They come out here in the eye. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. And the back goes into motion. The play clock's running down. To throw on second down is Luck. Surveying the field. He's going to rifle one deep left side. He was looking for Dante Moncrief that time. And it's third down.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
An extra DB for the 49ers now on third. From the gun on third down, Luck. And he fires one, but incomplete.
Everything about that play tells you about today's NFL offenses and what they're asking out of running backs. You can't just be a guy who can run the football. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't get that done on that play.
The kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. So nothing there, but maybe you blame that on the blocking.
Yeah, at some point, you've got to win at the point of attack, and on that play, that was all the defense. They made it happen.
second down. Mariota hits his target. It's Taylor Gabriel. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and that's going to lead to a third down.
Some think that teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
Mariota on 3rd and 2. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
That was a classic example of trying to run with the ball without securing the catch. He was thinking about those rack yards instead of making the catch first and then taking off.
He gets this away. It's a good one. Drawing toward the sidelines. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. And the Colts getting ready to go. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. A little soul-searching now?
I would say so, and they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot more than normal, put them in some tough spots. But what's the old adage? When you get another chance, it gives you a better chance to do it right.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
You have to give big-time credit to the cornerback on that play. Most of them like to just sit back and say, I'm playing pass. But he diagnosed that play so fast and got into the backfield for a loss of yardage. That's a monster play by a corner.
A little bit of ground to make up for the offense as they face a 2nd and 11. They come out here in the I. Here's Luck now on 2nd down. Blitz coming, and down he goes. They dial up the corner blitz that time, and it delivers to the tune of a 9-yard loss.
The game plan for any defense is finding ways to make a quarterback uncomfortable in the pocket. When you bring pressure from all angles, you never know who's going to get home. In this case, the left cornerback, right in the face of him, puts him down.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. 3rd and long, it's Luck. And that's caught. Did he stay in bounds, though? He did not. Ruled incomplete. A 3rd down, he tried to stay in bounds, did all he could. He caught it, but was led a little bit too far.
Yeah, and that's always difficult, isn't it? Because you know half of your body is trying to stay behind while the other half is reaching out, trying to catch the football. The top half worked. It was the bottom half that was in question.
And he gets it away. A directional kick going toward the sideline. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40. Out on the field now, here come the 49ers. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a first down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for them throughout the game, and that 3 and out on the last possession, that told you just how stalled they are on offense.
So who will step up here? We'll see. They go play action here on 1st down. He's going to let this one go deep. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at 2nd down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
Second down now after the incompletion. One receiver left, 2 to the right. Now Mariota. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete. Kendall Wright, the intended target. And it'll bring up third down. And the offense looking to pick up the first down after the second down incompletion. So here we go now. An extra defensive back in there on 3rd and 10. On 3rd down, Mariota. And he's got Will Tye complete. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
I heard so much about the offense Marcus Mariota ran while he was at Oregon, about how people were just wide open, how he couldn't fail to hit them. But I always said the same thing. He sure as heck didn't miss them very often. Very accurate even on short throws.
Yeah, he can go short. He can go deep, obviously, but he's really good with that short passing game.
Dart thrower, very accurate. Receivers love him.
First down, a run with Hyde. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Second quarter now. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis with you. It's the 49ers in control of the football. Mariota now from the 50. And he connects with Vance McDonald. And he is out of bounds just a yard or two shy of the 30. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. And now the passing game here in the second quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it. Now the confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it. We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence.
They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and it's a second down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed, but all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big gain.
Second down now after the pass completion. One receiver left, two to the right. Here's Mariota. The catch is made by Kendall Wright. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 5 yards on the pickup, and just like that, it's third down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. They'll throw again. Mariota. Got a man. It's right. And they do get him down, but not before he reaches the 4-yard line. We heard them talk before the game about utilizing the intermediate passing game this week. It works for them there. They move the chains.
And we saw them work on it in practice as well. And most teams take a period at a time to work on different things. They put a couple of periods of work into the intermediate passing game, and now we know exactly why. They got the look that they were seeking, and they were able to take advantage of it.
And the defense with their backs against the wall a little bit here as the offense is in the red zone. From the 4-yard line, it's 1st and goal now. They run high. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now. Good first step there defensively, but they're still knocking on the doorstep, so maybe another run here?
I think so. And one of my favorite coaches used to say, son, if you could darn near lay down near the end zone and get in, give me my best power running play with my best back right now.
They'll sneak it with Mariota. And he is not going to get in as the big bodies stop him at the 1. No gain on that one, and it's going to bring up a third down. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got to jump here. They've gotten it to the 1. Can they get that final yard here on 3rd and goal? They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. Mariota to sneak it. No gain on the play. And what to do now on 4th and goal?
No gain? Quarterback sneak? No gain? Aren't you supposed to get something out of that?
And needed a full. And he takes it into the end zone across the chalk. Now there is a flag down. But I think that's offsides on the defense.
Yeah, I think that's going to stand, partner.
Now Greg Zuerlein on for the extra point. And the 49ers grab a 7-0 lead. The 49ers ready to kick it away. And here we go. On the return, here's Dree Archer. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it up. They begin the drive with Williams. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. And some options here for the offense on 2nd and 2. They run it again with Williams. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. We'll give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. That led to a really nice game.
So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. 2nd down and 10. They come out 5 wide. 3 of them to the right side. Back to the air. Luck on 2nd down. He's got time. It's incomplete. Took a shot. Couldn't connect. So a 3rd and 10, and defensively, a dime look. 6 DBs. Here's Luck. And he's got Moncrief. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. They practiced this all week. Pretty clear it paid off there. Threw it downfield, made it look relatively easy.
And it always comes a little bit easier when you've practiced it and tuned things up and you're confident in what you're doing now. They felt very, very good about their plan, and we saw the execution because the confidence of the players was there.
Now Luck, and he will find his man on the outside. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
From the red zone now, Luck. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Give him 9 on the play, and it'll be second and about a yard.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did. Let's face it, you always want a team full of guys who can get you first downs and big plays of all styles, but you've got to have a big man you can just turn and hand it to, and he can be dependable in picking up first downs.
And the 8th play on this drive coming up. And the offense inside the 5 here at the 4. It's 1st and goal. And he takes it in for a Colts score. Carlos Williams hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Colts are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And his kick is good. So we're right back where we started. All even as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Ian Williams with a tackle.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
And now we're circling here around the 2-minute warning.
This is a setup play, trying to get one last one in before the clock warning.
2nd down, Mariota. This one complete, right side to McDonald. 15 yards through the air and a first down. Time to step aside. Back with more after this. They go play action here on first down. He's got time in the pocket. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he'll be taken down deep into Indianapolis territory. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. One receiver left, 2 to the right. From the red zone now, Mariota. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
Oh, my goodness. Was that a defensive back that got to him?
And now here's a timeout called by the Colts on the defensive side of the ball. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Mariota now on second down. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And he's brought down. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
So the offense has it 1st and 10. On the read option, it's Mariota. They'll run it now out of the gun. Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
Now a 2nd down throw for Mariota. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. Call it a 3-yard gain, and that is going to set up 3rd and goal.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Well, they've gotten it down to the 3, but now this is 3rd and goal. 3rd and goal, Mariota. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
And that was a nice play. He knocked it away, but obviously you want the interception in this situation. You want to take away any chance that they have any decision to make on 4th down. But things happen so quickly in the end zone in this compressed area of the field that you're just happy to knock it away and not allow a touchdown.
So they kick it through to take the lead. There is a little bit of time left, though, here in the 2nd quarter.
And while they're concerned about not giving up a big return or giving up points themselves going into the half, how good do they feel, though, putting points on the board themselves right near the end of the 1st half?
Archer, the return. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line. And the Colts coming out now. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. On 1st down, Luck. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So as they take it over, we step aside. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this 1st half. The final shot before the break. Luck finding time. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And he bats it away. And pump the brakes, Larry. Pump the brakes. We are ready for quarter number 3. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out come the Colts. They'll have it first here to start quarter number 3. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the 1st half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. One receiver left is Hilton. To throw on second down is Locke. It's complete here to T.Y. Hilton. The 20. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Out on the season. And the Colts are going to jump back in front. Now Parkey for the extra point. And that makes it 14-10. Now after the touchdown, here's Pat McAfee to kick. This will be taken in at the 1. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. Here's a look at the 49ers offense as they make their way out for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned. Because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. They'll run it now with Dunbar. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They'll get 17 yards there. And the 49ers are going to get a first. Defense showing blitz. First down, Mariota going for the deep ball. And that's caught inside the 30. A gain of 35 that time. And it'll be a San Francisco first down.
If post pattern is often equated as a change-up route, how about when you throw it to your big guy down the center of the field? Covered or not, you have great confidence he's going to come down with the football. And when he does, as we just saw, long gains often result.
Now a play fake here on first down. Hits his target, the tight end, Will Tye. And he is out of bounds, but not before taking this down to the 8. So now a 1st and 20. From the gun, Mariota. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. So a defensive brain lapse there and an encroachment penalty.
Sometimes when you don't watch the football and make sure that it's snapped, you're watching the offensive player, and they can influence you occasionally and look like they're getting ready to move, and the officials don't detect it.
Watch left, watch left. Tight end to the left, tight end left.
Second down, Mariota. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Their dangerous wide receiver. His first touchdown on the year. And the 49ers have retaken the lead. It's good, and they'll take a 17-14 lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And the Colts offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And they're hoping to capture some of that magic they had last time out when they were able to put together a scoring drive. But they're still down here, Charles.
Not the major concern, though, because of what you talked about. They scored the last time out. They feel good about themselves. They feel like their game plan is now in effect. They know how to attack and what plays they want to put together. But they've got to keep it moving in the right direction because, as you did note, they are down on the scoreboard.
They'll send Hilton in motion right. And Hilton, the man in motion. Time running out here on the play clock. They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Here's Luck now on second down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's brought down. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. Shift together here from the D-line. Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. Decent chunk of yardage still left here. 2nd and 7. They'll come out in the pistol. On second down, here's Luck. He's got his man on the crossing route. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs. And there they went crossing route against the zone defense. What do you think of that?
Takes real coordination between the passer and the receiver because you've got to read those zones and where the open spots are and be on the same page with the guy throwing the football. Because sometimes you're throwing it in front of the zone. Sometimes you're throwing it between the zones. Sometimes the receiver's going to just kind of find a spot and what we call sit down and present himself to the quarterback and throw it there. It's a tough read, but when they're in sync, it's really effective.
And on 2nd and 10 now. Second and 10, Luck again. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
Almost not fair. The big guy running the corner route, being able to lean and push and get to where he wants.
So how do you stop it?
A lot of times you want to have a linebacker on him, a bigger body guy who can handle him physically. But a lot of times that doesn't work as well because his quickness often wins the route.
From the red zone now, Luck. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and short.
Seeing that play and understand just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice game right there on 1st down for them. Brings up a nice 2nd down for them.
Second down, just 1 yard to go. They'll need to get the play off quickly. To throw is Love. Over to the right side, caught by Moncrief. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
And that was well defended. And as a cornerback, what you're taught when you see a wide receiver screen, either you get underneath the play before the blocking forms, or you're going to have to fight your way through it by getting through some blocking. That was a really nice play there.
They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. They'll try to run for it. Here's Williams. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line.
Okay, no score on that play, but this guy's been a touchdown machine all year long. You know they trust him with the football.
Receiver carry. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Dree Archer, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Colts are once again going to retake the lead. It's up and good to make it 21-17. Now after the touchdown, here's Pat McAfee to kick. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The 49ers offense now, they work their way back onto the field. Last time they were out, they scored. Still trailing here, though, so some work to do.
But it's okay in terms of mindset. Because they scored the last time, they're not quite as worried about being down on the scoreboard because now their confidence is a little bit higher. They feel like they've got something going, and they feel like they can attack again and put more points on the board.
Are you scoreboard watching if you're the offense, or are you just focused on this drive?
We wouldn't be telling the truth if we said that they didn't scoreboard watch. Everyone does it to some extent, but you've got to set it aside right now and just focus on this series. That'll
try to set up the screen, and it's intercepted. A great read, and he will bring it back. Right there, those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And San Francisco gets set to go here. To it after the pick 6. Mariota. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
As tight ends go, he might not provide the super flashy plays very often, but he's pretty reliable. Usually an excellent target and normally catches what's thrown to him, but he didn't on that play.
2nd down following the incompletion. On 2nd down, Mariota again. Flushed out right. And down he'll go at the 25. It's a 4-yard pickup, and all of a sudden here it's 3rd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
Third down, the Colts beefing up the secondary. 6 defensive backs in the game. Here's Mariota. And that is incomplete. Torrey Smith, the intended receiver. Now 4th down.
I think that's a big-time play there because the slant route is really hard to cover because the timing is so quick. But able to see it, diagnose it, and get to the football, that's why he was able to bat it away.
And he uncorks a beauty. Best of the day. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. One receiver left is Hilton. To throw on 2nd down is Locke. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And Johnson lost the football. It's loose, poked out. But I believe the Colts were able to fall on this when they were. And so possession will remain with Indy. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
Play action. It's Locke. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this 3rd quarter.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was
Here's Pat McAfee now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. This is taken at the 15. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And he's brought down. And a nice carry there of 15 yards.
Whenever we meet with coaches and they always talk about wanting to establish running the football, it's oftentimes with a good tight end who can control the line of scrimmage and the point of attack, and they're becoming harder to find because the colleges are giving us a whole lot of receiving tight ends, former wide receivers who can run, not necessarily block very well. In this case, though, we saw 2 tight ends on the field, both of them with the ability to block, and he ran the ball successfully behind that power set.
One receiver left, 2 to the right. Now Mariota eluding the pressure right. It's hauled in by Torrey Smith. Give him 18 on that one. And that leads to a San Francisco first down.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
They'll run it now out of the gun. They'll get it to the 23-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Mariota now on second down. His throw incomplete.
I know that interception was dropped, and it would have been their third of the game, and I will guarantee you, in the huddle, on the bench, all the defensive guys have been talking about is, we've got this guy right where we want him. Who's going to get the next one? It almost becomes a challenge, and they've missed a golden opportunity.
And they're just a couple of yards shy of a first down here on third down. Mariota on 3rd and 2. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. The ball comes out, and that will get out of bounds. Lucky there. They keep possession inside the 5.
And I have to admit, partner, that I've often thought that I don't like this rule, where the offensive player fumbles the ball, it goes out of bounds, and they get to keep it.
That's just because you're a defensive guy. That's why you don't like it.
Yeah, you're right. It is a slanted view, isn't it?
But this is where, for the offensive team, the sideline is their friend. Usually it's not there for him.
Yeah, exactly right. I actually played for a guy in college. You know what he used to name the sideline? Sammy.
And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Kendall Wright, his second touchdown on the season. And the 49ers have cut it back within a score. Now what can the Niners do as they face a big two-point conversion here? Now whistles and a timeout signaled here by the offense, and that's their first of this second half. All right, now a big two-point conversion attempt still to come. Mariota will look to throw. Rolling to his right. And unable to connect. They don't get the two-point conversion here. So the defense gets the stop. I know it's situation to situation, but who has more pressure there, offense or defense, when they go for two?
I truly believe it's the defense has more pressure because the offense has an entire playbook wide open from the 2-yard line. You can run it, you can throw it. So defensively, I think most teams are going to be aggressive and force the issue and try and bring pressure.
And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
They'll hand it off now. Williams. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. A good pickup there at 22.
At halftime, you had to feel like the defense had to be in a good position. They had to feel good about themselves. They'd had this guy boxed in all game long, but after that run, that might be the breakthrough that he's looking for. Now they may have some difficulty dealing with him the rest of today.
Luck on first down. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Dree Archer with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Colts add on to their lead. Well, he's used to running it that distance. Here he had to catch it, too, before making the run. Heck of a play for the score.
There's not many things better for an offense than a back who is a complete guy, who can run it and catch it. And we just saw him complete a big-time play for a touchdown.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And they're going to need another score. Got one last time, but still down here.
When you're playing catch-up, every possession becomes crucial, doesn't it? It's vital. Get back out on the field, punch it in the end zone again. They know it's not easy, but what they do have going for them, they did score the last time. They think they've got a good formula working.
And what about the defense?
Well, now you're just saying to yourself, okay, we gave up a score last time. What adjustments do we need to make to slow them down now and get the ball back for our own offense? Is it more pressure? Is it more zone? What do they have to do? They're trying to figure that out themselves.
We'll see if they can figure that out right here. And they're able to get this one across the 35. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. But it's caught on the right side. It's Smith. And he's brought down. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Will tie the intended receiver, and now it's second down.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion, and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
So 2nd and 10 here. A second down throw here for Mariota. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's brought down. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. And they're going to speed things up here. On 1st and 10, here's Mariota. He dumps it to Hyde. He will not go down.
Have to retape those ankles.
And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
And now inside the red zone, the offense will operate. From the red zone now, Mariota. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Kendall Wright, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the 49ers are back within a score. Now Zerline on to add the extra point. And this is back to a 5-point game. The 49ers ready to kick it away, and here we go. It's a very short kick, taken right at the 20. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Colts now, their offense works their way back onto the field. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Halfback sent in motion. Now a first down throw. Luck. And complete to Moncrief over the middle. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Again, we'll see the pistol here. Now a play fake here on first down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack. Play clock winding down. Here's Luck now on 2nd down. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays. And you don't get many opportunities to dial them up. And they just did. And they drop it with a great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt.
3rd down here for the offense after the incomplete pass. The play clock's running down. To throw is Luck. Surveying the field. And he's got Moncrief. 23 yards on the play.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
Oh, so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here. Down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
It's a 5-receiver set. 3 to the left, 2 to the right. Time running out here on the play clock. On first down, Luck. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. And the offense here just looking to stay in bounds, complete the short passes, and put this game on ice. On 2nd and 10, Luck. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. 23 yards on the play.
There's so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. Getting late here in the 4th, and if this team has any chance to win this football game, their defense obviously needs a stop here. Here's the option going right. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. So the defense has put them in a tough spot. It's 2nd and long. On 2nd down, here's Love. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Now the 49ers going to take another timeout. That'll be their 2nd, so one more chance to stop the clock here. And we'll be back. And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. Luck. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And a great effort there to shed the contact, and it helps him pick up the first. He's having a nice game through the air. His decision-making's been really good. Solid there again. Just seeing nothing downfield goes underneath. Nice game.
How about the patience? Because when you're having a big game through the air, you're looking for those chunk plays, those big ones downfield. Instead, as you noted, takes the check down, dumps it off, gains good yardage anyway. Really well executed.
They'll run it with Williams. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7th. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee. And back at the 8 now. 3rd and goal. So Luck down to a knee, and that ought to be the final act of this ball game. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the left hash, a chip shot here. Now flags come in before the kick. Clearly there was contact. Who was at fault? Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this 4th quarter of play. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And his kick is good. And that'll push the lead up to 8. So, Charles, I think from a defensive perspective, you have to look at that field goal there and consider it a win.
You were able to keep them within a touchdown, so no question about it. That was the kind of stand that keeps you in ball games.
This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The 49er offense now making their way out onto the field. They have time here, partner, for just one final heave.
And I have to look at from the defense's perspective here. We know what they're going to do on offense. The Hail Mary, try and get guys down there and throw it in the end zone, tip it around and catch it. You've got to have guys back there to defend that, but also you can't allow the quarterback as much time as he wants to set up and throw it. Maybe you bring a little extra pressure to make sure he gets rid of it quicker.
A little bit of a cat and mouse game. We'll see if they bring that pressure. One last shot now for Mariota. He's going to let it fly. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. Well, going into the final play.